How are you?
What's the dealio?
Okay, I see the plaques in the back. Okay, you flexing a little bit.
You know, I'm ready to do my own interviews, so I got to make sure everything is important. The
You know
vibe.
what's
What's the
crazy? I
dealio?
No, nothing. You know what's so crazy is I was thinking back to the first time you did Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, the podcast, and afterwards, I think was it the first time or maybe the second time, I can't remember, but I remember going like, you were like, I should do a podcast or I should do a show or something like that. We were talking about how we could maybe work together, you doing your own thing or something. And now here you are, talk show host.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to do anything. I'm glad I have something to do at home. Also, so to interview people, learn more about people that I actually work with in the business is super dope.
Yeah, but you got a music studio there too, so you could be doing music. I mean, you always working at home anyway.
Yeah, but it's I don't know, just add stuff, just be do.
So okay, so Keyshia has a new show called One
Hi
on One with Keyshia
everybody.
Cole. One on One with Keyshia Cole on Fox Soul. And I was me and Tiffany Haddish were on the show. You've had many shows since then. How do you like it?
I love it. I just think that it's a really intricate job because you have to know certain things about structure and in the talk show world. You know what I mean? And I'm just now getting used to it, honestly, and especially being home and trying to do interviews. Like they trying to do it like more professional, so it's like I have to figure out how I'm gonna read like I'm reading from a prompter.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is getting crazy.
Wait, now you know you can get an app for your iPad for the prompter.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
So it'll be just like on the
Yeah,
screen.
like and then somebody can control it. Like somebody can be Nico could be holding it for you and sliding up as you
And
have to
see, the
read
only
it.
problem with that is when I'm doing the TV show stuff, he's with Pop Pop.
Oh yeah, then you're kind of screwed, I think.
But you know what? I built the contraption. I'll send you a picture later. But I
Okay,
built
okay.
I built the contraption. So behind you right now is a whole board and notes and sticky pads of whatever I need to do.
Okay, so listen, we talked yesterday. Keyshia texted me and she says, call me. And I go, no. And she says, stop playing with me. And I was like, no. And she was like, call me. And I said, I don't like to call people or talk to people before I interview them because it makes it weird when you want to talk to them. And then we talk often. So, but what I love about you is you're one person that never says, don't ask me. Like you've never said that. You've never, are you like that in all your interviews? You just don't care or is that just because we cool?
No, I think that I'm very transparent as far as I feel like I don't really have anything to hide for one. For two, um, unlike this new situation that you're going to get into, I don't think that because I already know it's going to be on the shade room. And I don't think that we should talk about that in particular because, I mean,
Okay, let me ask a question. I ain't gonna go there just yet. All right.
okay.
So after we got off the call, we posted a video of Kamaya talking shit about Kehlani, and she said Keyshia, but I wasn't even like I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not as watching Instagram all the time. I didn't know that the Keyshia from the '80s was you. I
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah.
Okay, so we posted it, and then I started getting tons of messages, people texting me this and that. Then today, right before our call, our interview, something popped up on another thing where somebody sent that I guess you guys had all done a record together, and somehow Kamaya got pulled off the record, but you and Kehlani still did the record.
Okay, let me give me a drink real quick. Hold on 1 second.
I'm just asking what the people wants to ask. I don't personally know what's going on.
I got it. I got my
Yeah,
drink.
yeah, because I just had Kamaya on my show, and she didn't even mention nothing about that. And I'm like, well, where was the tea then? So I said, I got Keyshia coming. Look how God works. So what happened?
Okay, so this is actually a healthy drink. This is kombucha. This is bubbly. I don't have a sponsorship by them, but it makes me feel great. So I always share with, okay. So how can I say this? Okay. So Kamaya called me to get on this record, sent me the record, loved the record. Right behind me is my studio. I actually was already in the studio, and I recorded my verse in less than an hour or two, sent them the record, had them mix it by Jason Joshua. Shout out to Jason Joshua because he's an amazing mixer. So they've mixed it, mastered it. A week later, I'm hitting Kamaya, what's up with the record? She's like, man, they not putting it out. We ain't doing the album no more. And I'm like, I spent like a little while trying to get them, because we're all from Oakland, right? Or we're all from the Bay Area, I'll say. I don't know where Kehlani is from in Oakland. But I don't. That's not my thing. I don't, you know, but at the same time, we're all from the Bay Area. So my thing was, as women, you know, we're all representing our peers in this business. I think it's best that you guys work this out, figure it out, because we have to move forward. We can't let this stop you guys, slow you guys down. I don't believe that they could work things out. So Kehlani was saying, like, you know, you want me to take you off the record? And I'm just like, you know, I just think it'll be best. But I didn't want Kehlani to feel like I wasn't there still supporting something that she had going on as well. You know what I'm saying? And so it kind of got tricky, and Kamaya just didn't want to have nothing to do with anything. She was just so done with, you know, with everything. And I thought the record was an awesome record, and it definitely is a hit, you know? And so, yeah, we ended up putting the record out, but it was still bad vibes. It was just still, we couldn't figure it out. You know, me and Kehlani kind of, you know, fell out or whatever.
Did y'all fall out publicly? Because you don't really be falling out. You don't be falling. Well, first of all, you don't even get close enough to people to fall out. So
yeah. Yeah.
Did y'all fall out? Y'all fell out privately? Because we didn't. You ain't even told me that.
You know what? I try to just, you know what, because, you know, I just know where things could go. And once I get to, when I see red, I don't want to ever do that, go there. So it'd be like, yo, okay, it's all good, you know, and that's what it is, you know, and that's cool. And I'm just past it in that regard, because I wish her the best. I still want her to be successful in whatever she does, and Kamaya too, and myself as well, you know. So it's like, that's the vibe, and moving forward and pushing through all of this crazy wickedness and times that we have going on, and so much other things to focus on right now, you know what I mean? So it's just family. People got babies out here and everything. So it's just like...
Wait, but when you guys were on live, I think you were supposed to... No. Who was this? B. Simone was supposed to meet me somewhere one day, and she was... I think y'all were at the Crab Queens thing eating. She was with Kehlani, and you were somewhere on live, and y'all were on live together. Was that you... Was that all for the record, or was that like you guys were genuinely building a friendship?
I believe it was off of the record. You know, I don't, it's always been some kind of weird thing between Kehlani and I. We've never it just never really did that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just gotta be like, okay, you know, in the business, that's just the way it is. Some people you're not gonna always click with, you know what I mean? And but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the ultimate goal of that situation is to say, I'm here as a woman from the same place that you're from to support you. We don't have to hang out. We ain't got to kick it. We ain't got to be the best buddies. You ain't got to call me and give me secrets. We good with all that. I'm not forcing nobody friendship. You know what I'm saying? But it's very important to me as a woman, as a person that has already been here for so long in this business, to show my support to the other women that's in this business that's coming up. period. Because I didn't see a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I did a lot of records with a lot of different women, and it's still cordial. You know, and we don't talk all the time or kick it or go Thanksgiving and Christmas and birthdays. We don't pop up on each other, but that's cool. You know what I mean? So that's where I am with all that. It just so happens that, you know, Hollywood Unlocked posted this between Kehlani and
Kamaya.
yeah, Kamaya. So yeah.
Well, yeah, and this is what I find really crazy, because this is why I say to people all the time, I don't think they don't believe me. I don't think they believe me. Me and the people that I'm cool with that are celebrities like you, we don't gossip behind the scenes. So I didn't even know all this was transpiring until I put that post up yesterday, and then I started getting all these messages from people seeing things pop up. Kamaya was just on my show and didn't even mention it. So I'm like, yo, this was like tea right under my nose, and I didn't even know.
Because it's typically where it was left. It wasn't any bad blood in the sense of, when I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know, I'm gonna beat your ass. It ain't none of that. It's more so with me and Kehlani. I don't know about Kamaya and Kehlani. I can't speak on what that is because I tried to reconcile that relationship. It didn't work. It didn't work. Neither one of them wanted it at all. They didn't want to do it for the Bay. They didn't want to do it for the record. They didn't want to do it for friendship. They did nothing. They didn't want nothing to do. So I just left it alone, you know, because you can't force people to do anything that they don't want to do. So, but with me and Kehlani is more so of, I wish you the best. We didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and that's okay, you know.
Are you guys cool? Are you guys cool now? Like, or do you see it? Do you do you see a friendship in the future? Do you want a friendship in the future?
You know, anything's possible as far as like being cool again, but I just don't think friendship. You know, I don't think
people don't know. Not only are you private, you just don't really befriend people. Like, that just ain't your thing. Even when I wanted to be I wanted to be your friend a long time ago. Do you remember? Where I was like, introduce me to Keyshia. They were like, introduce me to Keyshia. She was like, they were like, she fuck with you, but she ain't no.
It's so scary. Friendship is a scary thing. It's a really serious commitment to be someone's friend. You have to really, I mean, that's something you got to stand by. You know, I don't want that kind of karma. I mean, it disappoints me and hurts me. So, you know, if I'm not the best friend that I can be to somebody, you know, and especially when you're working and stuff. I mean, it's just hard for me too, you know. But I mean, nonetheless, you know, you got to know when you're just associates too. It's like, okay, you know, I'm there for you. I'm here for you if you need me and all that. But like I said, we're not gonna be, hey, kicking it on birthdays and calling each other for saying Christmas, Merry Thanksgiving and things, you know. I'm just like, you know, but we're associates and we can work together and do business, and that's fine, you know.
Well, I hope for the Babe, only because I'm from Stockton, so I'm biased. It would be a great look. I mean, I love Kamaya. I love her energy. I mean, are you and Kamaya are friends, right?
We're cool.
Okay, I like Kamaya. I like you. I don't have a relationship with Kehlani, but I love for the Bay to be able to see something like that. You know, to see something like this come together. So.
Man, I just really was saddened by that whole situation because, you know, we had E40 and Too Short and MC Hammer that were congratulating those women about what they were about to do on that album. You know, they had, you know, it's just like, I was just like, this is bigger than, you know, some Fallout Pussycat shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like bigger than y'all periods is on or some shit and y'all just can't get along right now. It's more so, you know how women are. We caddy or whatever it is. Work past it. Let's just get past it, guys. You know, it's huge for where we're from. Like, come on. And then put me on there, because if y'all don't, it's going to be a problem. Because, yeah. And then that was it, you know. But then they weren't able. I was so sad. I mean, I spent like a week trying to get them girls to get up together. I said, we can all meet somewhere and chill. We can kick it. And come on. And they was not having it.
Well, listen, people are checking me in the comments. They're saying Stockton ain't the Bay, bro. Quit it. You're absolutely right. you know, in LA, when people be like, where are you from? I do conversations to say I'm from the Bay. Even though people know I love Stockton and I promote Stockton and all that, is because it's easier just because I got to get into where Stockton is. But you're right, Stockton is not the Bay. I love the Bay. I grew up going to the Bay, Lake
So tell me,
Area.
where's the Bay?
The Bay is Oakland, San Francisco. I think it's Oakland, San Francisco. I don't know where else
It's
is it.
not Vallejo.
Vallejo, Richmond. Is Richmond the Bay?
That's it. That's what I'm saying. We from over there where it get crazy at and the hyphy and movements and shit like that. You know how we do. Come on.
Wait, but is Berkeley the Bay?
I don't know. I'm from Oakland.
Where are you from? East Oakland, right?
Yeah, I'm from East Oakland. I'm from 84th, but I'm also from 73rd. I was raised right on 69th, around the corner 73rd. Whoop, whoop, you know what I'm saying? All that.
Wait. Somebody said you better not say San Jose. I didn't say San Jose. When you're referring to the Bay Area, you're referring to Oakland, San Francisco, Richmond. You know, you're not referring to Tracy, Livermore.
No. I lived in Tracy too for a little while. I went to school out there because I got kicked out of Fremont High, and so my mom took me to San Leandro, and I went to San Lorenzo High. But then I got kicked out of there, and they sent me to a continuation school, and I got kicked out of there. So she took me on to Tracy. I got kicked out of there. I got kicked out of 4 schools.
Yeah. You ain't the Tracy vibe. You too much for Tracy. You gotta stay. You can't even come to Livermore. You gotta stay over there.
Yo, it was so bad. It was so bad. I'm trying to get closer so I can read some of the comments.
No, listen, and also people are texting me right here. This number. Text that number if you have a question. I'm gonna read some questions in a minute. All right, so let me pivot. Second thing I should have started with: how's the baby? People are in love with your baby. Your baby is the cutest thing ever.
Thank you. He's good. Yeah, I just put some brand new plaits in his head for the first time, so that's super dope. And we just been hanging out, got some toys, ordered some things for him to play with at the crib. He good.
He's good. Okay, and then I think I had asked you this. I don't know if I think I asked you this on the show last time. How your other son was able to, now that he's not the only baby anymore, how is he adapting to being bigger brother?
He's good. Actually, Tobias, which is my 9-month-old, he beats up my 10-year-old. So it's I taught him how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So everything that I tried to protect DJ from so much, you know, and shelter him from so much. I think Pop gonna be fighting. Period. Point blank. That's what we doing out here. No play. He's not gonna be fighting, but he's gonna be a little tougher. You know what I'm saying? Because DJ can't get a scrape on his leg or nothing. He be like, person, you need to chill. You need to really chill. Okay, we from Oakland.
Right. Okay. So switching gears now. OT Genesis. So OT. I know OT. Me and OT have a good relationship. Me and you are friends. There was the whole controversy that went up online. The team was telling me there was stuff going on, and I had to ask you yesterday to break it down for me what happened, because I didn't even really understand how it all happened. And it was interesting to find out that you didn't even know how it all happened. So you recorded a song. Let me say what I believe I recall, and you can get into it. So I remember you created a song called Love that became a hit that everybody still loves, still plays, still sings online. It's a hit. It was one of your biggest hits. And then there was, what I understood, there was a video that had come out, or a remake of it that OT did, and I guess did a video to it that you didn't care for. And then you commented that you didn't care for it. And then he started trolling. And then the trolling is when I found out and started paying attention to it, and then called you and him and tried to help, and it didn't help. And then now here we are. And you've been very silent about it too. You haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, no, man. You know, the thing is I try not to get into anything like that that's negative. It's funny that you brought that up, because I had done, to speak on the Kehlani thing, I had done that, you know, record with Kehlani, and I was actually talking to her. I said, man, I said, do you know, like OT Genesis or whatever? She said, yeah, that's like a friend of mine. I said, why don't you let him know to give me a call or whatever, because this is just so crazy. I don't know what's going on and why this is being taken this far, and everybody thinking I'm being like mean about it or in my feelings about it, but I'm really not. I just don't really want that kind of light being shedded on my song. Like, you know what, I mean, I just don't think the killing and all that stuff, you know, I told you my opinion about that. I mean, I just think love is about love, you know what I'm saying? And that, as an artist, where I'm coming from, in that aspect of things. And so, yeah, she told me, just say, call him a big head, call him turtle or something like that, and it'll make it lighten the situation instead of it being a thing where, because I know him, he's just a playful kind of guy. Like, he don't really. And I was like, oh, okay. So I said that, and I don't think he liked that. I don't think he liked that at all. So.
But that was the weird part, because to know OT, he is a funny. I mean, he does troll and all that. Yeah, but like so you thought it would have just lightened it all up and just would have moved past it?
No, that didn't happen. That did not happen. It made me really sad too, because, you know, I just think that I'm in a situation where I feel like, you know, women, I ain't gonna lie, like, I feel like the girls got my back, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been through a lot. You know, they see my life. They know what I come from. They know it ain't no fakeness over here, you know, whatever. But at the same time, they take up for me. You know what I'm saying? They have my back when it go down, you know. So it just be like, with that situation, it was like, yo, why you taking it so personal? It ain't really that deep. You dang, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what am I missing here? Just because I'm not following someone else's agenda, I don't understand why that's not okay. Like, I have my right to be the individual that I am, you know. And I felt like I said before, I was being bullied into something that I didn't agree with. I just didn't, and that's okay. You don't have to. I don't have to agree with what everybody else think is okay. I don't have to agree with that. It's nice to, you know, but I didn't. So that was the vibe. I just felt so unprotected, like I said before. And but the good thing is that he, you know, he said that he apologized and we moved past it, and I apologized as well, and, you know, we just moved past it. Just keep it moving.
What about a record? Y'all should get on a record together.
Now, I don't know about that. It just hasn't, you know. I don't even think that, I don't know.
Well, I will say the fact that he reached out, the fact that you reached back.
Of course.
Okay, good. That's good. I'm glad. And Neffy came out of nowhere and had your back.
That is crazy. That is crazy. I have not spoken to Nefertari or Roche in wow, long time, couple years it's been.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad it was able to resolve. I know, like, and I know it bothered you, and I know that you had said that was something that you had never experienced. You had never been a part of it. I know that people didn't understand why he was trolling you, and I didn't know why it went so long. But I am glad that he reached out, because that him reaching out and him trying to squash it is the OT that I knew. I didn't know the OT that was trolling, you know. And I did try to help, and I learned a lot in the process, you know. And, you know, we learned a lot in the process. So I'm glad that's over.
Me too. I just hate negativity. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's more so like, you know, it's not even that deep. Like, and we got so many things to be focused on: family and love and trying to come together and just be better people. Move past all of that. You know what I'm saying? So when that kind of tension, and I've been through too much in my life to have that kind of stuff go on. So I run away from that shit. I don't gravitate towards it. I try to move away from it. The only reason why I got off of Instagram is so that people can argue with themselves. I don't want to talk to nobody, argue with you about it and all that. Like, if we see each other and it goes to another level, that's something that we work out as adults, one-on-one. But we're not going to do that over the internet.
Well, we already fighting Rona. We need to all be on the same page because Rona is outside kicking everybody's ass right now.
Right. People trying to run up on the coronavirus while the coronavirus
Let me
happening.
ask you a question, and this is me not knowing as an artist. What is the process for wanting to use somebody's music or use somebody's song on a mix tape or just you want to just record something? Should artists do you give a courtesy to the other artists and say, hey, I'd like to do this, or can you just do it?
Sure. I mean, it's dependent on, because if we speaking on somebody like my boyfriend, right, and him doing remixes all the time of other artists' music, but not all the artists that he remixes are aware of him yet. You understand? So no, he can't reach out to them personally or say, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do this or whatever. But you'll know if it's okay or if it's not when that person takes that link down, because I control my rights to my music. So I can take anything down that I feel isn't representing my song correctly. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. And I spoke to some other people in the business that said, I tried to do such and such song, Nita Baker song over, and she told me no, you know, because she didn't like what I was talking about in the record. That's fine. Move on. I did another record. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Anita Baker took your link down?
And somebody else that I know.
Oh,
you know, yeah, in the business. That's been in this business way before I have. You know. So, but
artists don't see that as a form of disrespect because it's their song, right? Or
yeah, it's just like, you know, if you're talking about fucking bitches and running gang trains on bitches or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, I don't want that to be representing the light on my song. I don't want that for my record. I want my song to be remembered the way I wrote it. You know what I mean? And a couple of people besides OT Genesis has reached out to me and tried to pay me to let them remix my song and want to sing my chords on the record and have, you know, that some other people, very popular people right now, do it. And I said, you know, that's just not something I'm into right now. That has nothing to do with one person in particular. It's just not right now. That's not something that I want to do right now.
Right.
And it's okay. I can, you know.
What do you think about people who criticize you for saying you were being sensitive?
Right. I was just like, am I being sensitive? Like, I really was questioning myself. But at the same time, I have to know that I have my rights as a writer, as an artist, you know. I mean, I wrote that record. That's something that I love. That's like one of the first records that I wrote when I got my first deal. So it's a baby of mine, you know. I'm very sensitive about my love record. You know, it's all good.
Is that the record that Bruno Mars was singing on? I saw that on your Instagram.
Yes, I love that. That was so, I was like, get out of town. He tried to do another little riff on it. I said, okay. You did that though. But
how does it feel when you see something like that though? Like when you see artists who are doing their own thing and are super successful in their own right, like doing songs that you wrote?
Yeah, well, usually they just like Trey Songz, Bruno Mars, Lizzo, recently her, you know, a couple people that I have actually on my Instagram highlight that is just super awesome. My fans put together for me, and I just love them. I just love to hear them just singing it. It's amazing, you know. It's a beautiful feeling to feel that those artists and my peers are singing my songs that I wrote. It's like, wow, because I never thought I'd make it this far. You know what I mean? So to hear that and to see it, even to this day, is like super amazing. But I'm working on another hit. I'm trying to make more.
Yeah, that's what people are asking. People are asking, where's the new music?
Right, I know. I'm about to sign my deal. Literally, I was supposed to do that today, but I had to do this show, and then I got to do my show after this, and then other people on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta wait till tomorrow. We're gonna go over the points and everything, make sure everything is right up in there. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna get to the music.
All right. So people are texting me. Text this number right here on the screen so I can ask the question. But one person wants to ask, Somebody named Rome P wants to know how can they get a mixtape or something to hold us over? They need you to do a mixtape or something just to give them something till the album come out.
Not a mixtape.
Okay. Somebody named Omar Ross is asking, how can he pitch to you a song? Do you take pitches? Like, do people send you stuff?
I think I'm gonna be writing this whole album.
That's where the money is.
Well, not only that, but because I want things to be told from my perspective, my emotion, every note and everything that I hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want it to be more of me, all of me. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be the focus for this album.
Right. Okay, so let's see if somebody's asking questions here. People are still texting. Will you and Monica do another duo?
Oh, love Mo. Yeah, I mean, that would be super dope. You know what? I mean, that's super amazing anyway to think about that, because that's another point. You know, me coming up to Monica, even though we're not that far off from age, you know what I mean? She made it way before me. You know what I'm saying? So to see her as a kid, maneuvering through the business, being amazingly talented, and on top of that, amazingly successful, and actually make it, and then have her, yo, what's up, Monica? Let me get you on this record. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I wrote the record that we did together, and I actually had both verses, but then Ron Fair, who I'm back working with on this album, which I started with, who signed me in Interscope when I first came to LA, had told her to do the second verse, and there you had it. We had a hit. So, I mean, that would be super dope. You know what I'm saying?
What about you and her? What about you and her? I really like her.
Oh, I love her. She's such a sweetheart.
Right.
Yeah, Jeff managed her, and I met her. She's so sweet.
She's a nice girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so sweet. I would love to work with her.
Okay, what about reality TV? Would you go back to reality TV?
Of course.
Would you come back to Love and Hip Hop? We miss you.
I would. You know what? I would.
You would?
Yeah, I would. Nico wouldn't. He doesn't want anything to do.
Man, Nico is coming.
He said no. He said he barely did our baby special. It was so hard because he didn't understand that how long. I don't think Nico get like how long I've been in the business. Like he's so focused though, and that's a great thing, because he's so focused on his own path and what his music is gonna do and things like that, that he don't even understand that your woman been doing it for so long, my G. You ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about niggas, bitches popping up out the cut trying to get you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been so long. I've been in the business. It's like, it's respectable.
No, that'd be good to see you on Love It. That'd be good to see you back on. Okay, what about Tiana Taylor? Have you guys ever collaborated?
That's super dope. I love T. I love T, man. And I just would have to I would have to work out, man, because I can't be all, you can't, hey, chill with all that. You can't be all up on the side of me with 15 abs and all that while I'm trying to bust it.
Tiana actually be acting up. All right, what's the pros and cons to being famous?
Ooh, I don't know. Pros, somebody asked me this at Costco. That's a good question.
Wait, somebody asked you that at Costco?
While they was loading my truck up with my groceries, yes. Mm-hmm. He asked me what was the pros and cons to it, what's the good things, bad things about it. But my thing was, you know, like it's a thing where I go, I know this is really selfish of me. You guys are gonna get on me about this, and that's fine. And nobody's perfect, you know. But so if I'm dressed and I'm ready to go out and I need to get to the front of the line, or, you know, I wanna eat first. It's like, you know, they be like, Keyshia Cole, oh yeah, come on over here, like, you know what I'm saying? But then and that's pros, obviously, right? But then if I'm out and I got my headscarf on, I'm looking crazy, and it's like, you know, hey, Keyshia Cole, it's like, I ain't really ready for all that. You know what I'm saying? But so that, I mean, pros and cons, but it's all still a blessing. You know what I mean? Because this is something that I asked for. Not everybody's able to be successful. So, and I'm still here, so I'm chilling, and life is great. You know what I'm saying?
So Chanel Banks just texted me. She said, "Would you do a song with SZA or Summer Walker?"
Hell yeah!
I like them too.
Hell
Okay.
yeah! Bring them on. What's good? And Ari Lennox.
I like Ari too. She's hilarious. Have you ever seen her on Instagram Live?
I know. Yeah.
She's funny.
I
All right.
gotta give her a call though. She said that she wish she never went on Instagram Live or something. I was halfway reading her post, like, girl, what in the hell?
Okay. Shantia Davis says, "Do you want more children?"
Yes, I do. I want one more.
A girl?
Doesn't have to be.
Okay. Keith M says, "What's your relationship with Remy Ma?"
Remy, what's up? She obviously lived on the East Coast, so that was a strain on our relationship. But when she got out of prison and she was like moving on, we was all moving around, everything like that. You know, we stayed in contact, but yeah.
Y'all not cool, but did y'all fall out?
No.
Okay, but you guys just don't talk regularly.
I just think that I would rather, because I love Remy. I love her, like, for real. Like, so ain't no fake shit with us. And I just feel like, you know, whatever we discuss or handle should be handled between us. It shouldn't be, you know, she
On
shouldn't hear
Instagram
about
Live?
any information over the internet without us discussing things first. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the vibe on that.
Well, I would love to be a bridge. I mean, I love Remy. You know, I love both of you.
I love her too. Her crazy ass.
She's hilarious. All right. How's your relationship with Lil' Kim?
Oh, Kim is a sweetie. She's a sweetheart. She rides super hard. She's a rider. If she your friend, she your friend. You know what I'm saying? I love that about Kim. But that was I believe what came in between us ultimately is that there was another friend that she was doing some riding and stuff for, and we kind of had our disagreements over that. But then after that was understood that what it was miscommunication, misunderstanding. That was it. We was good after that, and we was hanging out. I seen at Kim's funeral. You know, I slid by her house one time with Paris. You know, so it's all good. Got love for her.
Good. What is your relationship with Nicki Minaj?
Relationship. I mean, you know, what you mean by relationship?
This is what they're asking. I don't know.
Oh no, I don't know. I haven't spoken to her or anything like that. Like, you know.
Okay. What about collaborating with Meg or Cardi? Would you be open to that?
Hell yeah. I don't know what sign Megan is, the stallion, but I know Cardi is a Libra just like me, so that's a vibe.
I don't know what Meg is either, but you'd get along with her. She's super like nice. She's super sweet.
Yes.
Okay, so this person asking on your show, one-on-one with Keyshia Cole, if you could interview anyone, who would it be?
Right, because I got 15 minutes before I got to be on. I'm actually supposed to be on the call in 4 minutes.
We'll get off in 3.
Okay, that sounds good because I got some notes that I need to take down.
Okay.
And write down. But no, who I would love to interview. I don't know. Mary J. Blige.
Oh my God, I would be here for that.
Me too.
I would love that. Oh, you can make it happen though, but this is the problem that y'all got. Cause see, my problem is I can't just call everybody up right now.
What the problem we got?
The problem that y'all got is you, Keyshia Cole, can pick up the phone and call anybody you want. And you know you do. You know you can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why you don't call her? Be like, come on.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this funny story that I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, man. This, like, I ain't gonna lie. Last time I was so happy Mary even let me open up for her at a show that she had in Miami, and I've been asking Mary for years and years to work, you know, do a record because the fans want to hear it, and
I want to hear it.
I mean, it would have been amazing to do something like that, you know, at the height of my career and, you know, at the height of her career and things like that. That would have been super amazing, I felt like. But I asked her this last time and she said, you know, I don't know. And I was just like,
Wait, how long ago was this?
no, like maybe a couple years ago. But she said, "What? Don't you prefer me to be honest with you about it?" I said, "That's true, because at least you didn't have to say, you know, egg me on, leave me on, tell me you probably, even though probably is better than no."
Because that leaves a little window of hope.
Little window.
But the people do want to hear it, and I feel like y'all two doing a song even now would still be a big deal because people love Mary and people love you, and both of your fan bases are loyal.
Yeah, yeah. Then I came up to her, and so much strength follows Mary, you know. So, I mean, that's just amazing. She's left things so high, you know, in what to follow. So I feel like everything that she's done in her career, if they, you know, I touch any of it, you know what I mean, is a blessing. So that's super dope.
You know, I still haven't seen you in concert yet.
That's not something to say on the internet.
I'm just not happy about that. So
I think you should.
when we get out of coronavirus, I need to know, because I really don't go to a lot of concerts. But I was trying to pop up on you when you were on tour and never made it. And now, so when we go back and you out performing, I'm coming.
Yes, I know that we had a few concerts booked, but I don't know where that's gonna leave us.
Okay, well, we're gonna be together at some point soon.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I'll let you go. I know there's a lot of people that have questions and everything. Sorry that you didn't get a chance to ask. I could talk to Keyshia forever, but she's a working woman. All right.
Yeah, I gotta write down all my notes. I'm gonna send you a picture of what I'm about to do.
Go watch her show, one-on-one with Keyshia called Foxhole Live. They can go to what, foxhole.tv, right?
Yep. Or just get the app, Foxhole app, and the show is on there live.
I enjoyed your show. And thank you for saying my name on the reel when they tried to not say my name. I caught some, we're going to talk offline, because they said Tiffany Haddish, she was interviewing Tiffany Haddish when there was two people sitting there. So thank you for shouting me out. You always show me love.
You know, I didn't even realize or notice that. It was just a natural thing. It wasn't even, I didn't even know that I didn't even know nothing. I was just Jason and Tiffany. That was the love. That was the vibe.
I love you. Call me when you're done with the show.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.